Hello. Today we are going to look at how we can run a time series forecasting analysis using Actable AI. So first of all here, we can see that we have a dataset. This dataset represents the Walmart weekly sales. And we can see that we have few informations here. For instance, we have, the weekly sales column. We also have, the temperature, unemployment, and we have the date since it's a time series dataset. And we also have like a store, which represents the store for the data. So basically, this dataset contains data for multiple stores. So the first step here is to actually visualize this dataset. So we are going to click on Choose Analysis here, and we are going to go to the line chart. Once we're here, we can select the metric to look at. So for instance, we can look at the weekly sales, let's say the average weekly sales, for instance. There we go. We can look at the group. Well, for the group, we're going to select store because we want one time series for each store. And then we can just click run. Great. So now we have all the time series here for each stores. So this is a lot. Let's actually filter them out a bit so we can see something. So we are going to select the first four stores. So here we can click in the filters, store, and then choose like the store which is less than, let's say 5. This way we'll have the store 1, 2, 3, and 4. Great. So if we click run here, we have that. So we have 4 time series. And this is great. Now we are going to want to actually make a prediction on this. So we can again click on choose analysis here and go in the time series forecasting. Great. Now we have few options to select to start. So first of all, date time. So we are going to select the date column. Then we have the columns here. So these are the columns we actually want to predict for. So we are going to select all and remove this holiday flag here and the store. The reason is because we are going to use the store to group the time series forecast, the time series. This way we are going to actually make a prediction for each store separately. Great, so now in the group by here, we can actually select the store. Great. Our time series forecasting also supports additional features. So this can be useful in certain datasets. Here we don't need it. And if we continue here, we have the prediction length, for which we will select 14 days to make a 2 weeks prediction. Great. For advanced users as well, you can click in the advanced section, advanced tab here, and select the metric to optimize for. This is an advanced feature and we are not going to look more into it. Great. So we have our analysis now and we can click run. So when we have the results here, we can see that actually we have the prediction. So the problem here is that the prediction is shown with the same y-axis, and so we can only look at the weekly sales. If we actually want to look at them properly, we can click in the multi-y-axis tab, and then we can look at the actual predictions for each target. So we can see we have the prediction for the CPI, fuel price, temperature, unemployment, and weekly sales. If we actually want to only look at one of them or more, we can select them, unselect them. So for instance, here we are looking at the unemployment and the weekly sales prediction. Great. Now we can also look at the performances of the mall for each group. So here, and we also have the data right here. But we can also have all of this information for another store. So here we can see we've selected store number 1. We can also select store number 2 and look at the prediction for store number 2. Same for 3 and 4. This is great. Now we can also look at the global performances, which are here, and the leaderboard of the different models which have been trained. This is again an advanced feature, but yeah, we can actually look at all the metrics that we have in the end. Amazing. So this is the time series forecasting by Actable AI. Thank you for listening. Goodbye.